Hello, I'd like to do a little walkthrough of my heat pump configuration. This is a 5-ton condenser unit, which I bolted down on top of concrete blocks. And I had a plumber come out and run 1¼ inch copper type M copper pipes, one for flowing in and one for flowing out, and it goes right into my basement. And it's actually very straightforward. um, any plumber can do this. And then I had an electrician run some tight flex. There's 3 sets. One is a disconnect, one is a communication wire, and I believe the other is another set of communication wires that go into the heat pump station. And so it's actually very straightforward. There's only those 3 connections, and with the right type of boxes and you know connections ahead of time, this could be installed within less than an hour if you have the right electrician. It didn't take very long. Okay, just a matter of getting the right equipment, which is the disconnect and some external boxes and tight flex, standard stuff that you'd get from an electrical supply store. Yeah. And then next I'm going to show the heat pump station. Okay, so this is part 2 of my video showing the setup of my MBTek 5-ton heat pump air conditioning system. From the outside, we have the power. There's a disconnect at the top, and then a box for the communication wire that is coming from the condenser unit, and that comes into the heat pump station. The heat pump station is receiving and pushing water out to the condenser on the outside. And let's see, there's a Wi-Fi cable that you see kind of hanging there, and that connects to a Wi-Fi dongle with its own power supply that you need to set up. And then here I've set up the well, we have the little control module that connects to the condenser unit outside, that you can turn on and off the system and control the temperature settings and a lot of the configurable options for the condenser unit. The actual heat pump system is done through this interface here. So you could put this interface, I have it down here in the basement, but you could put it upstairs if you wanted to. There's I think about a 15, maybe 20 foot long data cable that plugs in kind of like a phone jack into the back of this control unit. So from the heat pump station, like I said, you got a vent, and then kind of like a release valve that will relieve over 75 psi. And on the left side, you have going up stairs to the main manifold. There's a pressure gauge and a temperature gauge that I've installed. There's a couple of spigots that I installed per recommendation to fill and drain the system with a ball valve in the middle, so you can turn on and off. And sitting on this little shelf here is the buffer tank that will help provide a good quantity of stored energy for the system. And coming out of that, there is a bypass valve here that will engage to allow water to continue to circulate when the system is on if all of your thermostats are off. So what that does is when all of your thermostats are off, all of the actuators on your manifold will be closed. But what happens is that there will be a pressure buildup if the system is running and the water is trying to circulate. And what happens is that this bypass valve will kick in and allow water to circulate through the buffer tank and back into the heat pump station and back out to the condenser, kind of like in a closed loop when all the actuators or all the thermostats are off. Okay. And then when it senses a drop or a draw of water for water, which is energy, the bypass valve will then close and allow water to flow upstairs to all of your fan coil units. Okay, so I've installed ball shutoff valves at key areas just for testing, and also if I ever need to do any type of maintenance on the system. But that's all part of your plumber's work and coordination of recommended design of your system, and also how you want to lay out your system within your environment. So this, I think my system, I've been able to put everything in a very, very small, confined area. If you had more room, you could have everything lined up against the wall, and it just depends on your space availability and what you're looking to do. Okay. So the next part, I will show the manifold and the actuator and all that good stuff.